Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. It's on the south side as the blue Murica. We have Miezmiez. On the north side as the red Japanese. We have Madonna. We will kill off this witch hunter and steal his last letter home. You monster. Let him deliver his own letter home. When it comes to names of the map, we do have the House of Fanar as well as the House of Habsburgs. Both gives you a big button to summon units, so you can get a lot of free units here. US may want to go for a deck involving the Chinese immigrants to get out some free trading posts to claim them all very quickly. It's mainly going for this trading post here, bring in some EXP. France not selected a deck. US players not selected a deck. Looks like a consulate being established here as well. And he does bring in capitalism. We got marauding rabbits. Rabbits are a outlaw. These ones cost a treasure guardian variant. The Outlaw variant does have 30 damage and 8 range. These guys have longer range, less damage, but they still hit like a truck. And you will get a Scribble's Orders of the Light Brigade worth 115 experience. So it's getting a lot of EXP. Oh, got the Chariot Orchard Rickshaw. This player does not have Chinese immigrants, does have Irish immigrants and Dutch immigrants. Let's see, we also got Silversmith. That's a little bit interesting. Darktooth Bowman. Sorry, a lot of clicking there. We do have US Marines as well as the Conscription. As well as Kovat's Legion and Pulaski's Legion. Got Patriotism as well as Long Rifle. So this is going to be overall Marine deck supported by other shipments. Oops, my apologies, hit my microphone. We also have Heavy Fortifications. It's a pretty fun card for the Italians if we go for Freemasons. For the Japanese, we have Nathan for Army, Mari. I have no idea what that means. In which we got Yumi Archer Attack, but hardly any cards here, including, it does have Flooded Parasol. That's rare. Increase the villagers gathering rate from rice paddies. Use both food and coins, so it's a mixed card for lower values. A little bit questionable, honestly. Let's see, what else is there? It's just Yumi Archers. Yumi Archers, and we've got Nagarider hit points. Bloody Harvest gives Nagariders do more damage against archers and skirmishers. It's a bonus damage against infantry, less versus heavy, more higher Lancer effect. I don't remember seeing this card all too often. We also got the Eno Rush, give his mounted archers the Yab Sume. I butchered that well enough. Increased damage, bonus damage, more damage against artillery. Plus 100% damage against artillery. I think their base damage against multiplied against artillery is already like times 6 times 7. They don't really need more damage against artillery. It does give them more damage, plus 20% more of all damage, which is probably pretty nice. Got the Royal Mint, which also does affect rice paddies, as well as natural coin deposits. A lot of times, two cards here. It's got the Red Seal Ship. When this shipment arrives, all your current coins exchange for a lesser amount of export. Since it's an Age 4 card, it must be really good conversion rate. Since export is that free resource, you don't really get focused on collecting, so that's interesting. Oh, and Red stealing this trading post. No, that's a shrine there, not the trading post. Just trying to stall up the shrine, as well as steal some of the local fauna. A lot of cards here. A large amount of mounted archers. This is a very unusual Japanese deck. I like it. Away the bow. That only affects Yumi archers, not the mounted archers. No, it'd be sort of interesting. It also affects mounted archers in some manner. Can't say what it should. You don't really see the Japanese mounted archers all too often. Rarely ever, only if you really need a counter-artillery unit. He does have access to diplomatic intrigue, he may go for that. I think he's going, he's going for a ship of wood first. Murica gives him 1 free military rickshaw as well as a samurai. Stable being deployed on in. So we've got Japanese force deck card. We also have the Portuguese allies and bringing shipments of wood, which looks like bamboo to me. Virginia being researched or aged up. Late age up for the US player, going for 23 villager age up. He knows, he sees his opponent's deck, he's expecting for a fast fortress. Many shrines on the field, which are tasked to collect up wood. And he's also not even gone for the local fauna around his primary town center. A lot of shrines being established across the map. Got diplomatic intrigue now being shifted on in. He has his coin there, not enough food to age on up. Very late age up for the US player. He has the Dutch immigrants as well, but by the time he ages up, he can immediately hit that button. Yeah, he has, I don't think I've ever seen a US player go from age 2 to age 3 immediately. Very bold. And he's aging up again to Kentucky. Orders? Military wagon shipped on in, going for the saloon. Also going for stagecoaches. Coaches. We already got stagecoach for red. This, of course, give him a little bit extra coin trickle. I don't think he's trying for outlaws or for mercenaries. Yes. There are state or some Minutemen who are at 1 health. Yep.
What is your command?
And does bring in some more Minutemen.
I'm ready.
He's just constantly cranking out the Minutemen just as a supplementary force. Of course, in this age, Minutemen goes down to 101 health rather than, what's it called? 1 health. I think 1 health is only for the age 1 Minutemen. And he does go for the time. You should always go for this immediately. There's no downsides going for it, delaying it. Other than it takes a little bit of time. He's going for the US Marines, which will prevent him from degrading. Looking at a lot of coin. We do now ending relationships with the Portuguese. He got everything he wanted from them. The shogunate being established will give him access to more daimyo, which are 2 mounted, so they should be able to go along with his units quite nicely. 2 shipments available. How's his cherry orchard coming along? It still has a lot of food on it, so it doesn't have to get them replaced. Got some sharpshooters established. Yeah, the US player should immediately go over this. It adds +2 shipments and does not increase the cost of your shipments. So you spend 1 shipment to get 2 shipments. You get +1 shipment effectively. Going for rolling artillery. He does have the US Marines, so that his Minutemen no longer degrade. But they still cannot be healed by priests. But they also do have some other extra effects that are able to do a little bit of bonus damage versus ships and artillery. So he's very well equipped to deal with his bonus ships he may deploy on this map. Though land ships are not in this game, nor many other games. You have to play what's called Supreme Commander and fight against the Cybran. After all, don't you wish that your destroyers can sprout legs and walk on land majestically? Oh yes. I definitely butchered that quote. steel traps being researched. He's also bringing the couple Minutemen. I have no idea why he would go for that shipment. Sure, it will give him 6 Minutemen immediately. He can click on the big button again to bring in some more Minutemen. Yes. So we got a pretty large number of Minutemen now. Think about it.
I'm ready.
We have 38 Minutemen by minute 10. I don't know how many Minutemen you're supposed to get by now. But he only had the 1 town. Oh no, he actually had 2 town centers, so he actually got quite a bit of extra Minutemen. Okay. There's 12 Minutemen, or Marines, I should say. They do offer actually a siege damage since the Marines will destroy a good number of these shrines. What is Japan deploying on in? He's going for Naginata Riders, which, since they're neither classified as light nor heavy, Lancer units will be very effective against them since they're still classified as infantry. So Naginata Riders are a good counter to that. They're also going for Bloody Harvest, which does increase more bonus against infantry, so it'll give them 100% damage increase against infantry. So they'll be up to 2.5, so 36 times 2.5. That's a relatively big number. So effectively, nearly 100 damage per strike. So they will 3-shot these US Marines. I think the extra melee resist will not be enough to prevent the 3 shots. Bring some more Naginata Riders, so he is getting the proper counter. Very, very nice. Gatling guns will do less damage versus these cavalry units as well. You also have the nearby daimyo. I have no idea how the damage multiplier works with the nearby daimyo effects. He does bring in some guard Ulans. They are the guard variants. These Marines getting ripped apart. Almost like they're getting hit by an AoE, honestly. But no AoE here. He has some trample mode active. Wasn't paying attention to that. He does save his daimyo, which has a good amount of health and a bit of health regen when it's stationary. And that was a pretty decisive victory by Red. He pulled out the excellent counter. While Ulans, these guys don't technically counter Ulans, they will still at least fight them on reasonable ground. Here comes a counterattack. More Naganatas blow on the field. Russian American company is now being salvaged, so provides good defense. Skirmish, the sharpshooters are going to get ripped apart. He does have a good number of town centers in the field. Let's see, Owl Hoots and sharpshooters are both light infantry. Horrible items to deploy in this situation. Let's get a round of Marines. Like I said, they will get countered. And my math was correct, they will get 3-shotted. And pretty close to just being even 3-shot as well, so not a whole lot of overkill. One Naginata Riders there. Outpost wagon trying to be established, will be a good defense. There is one blockhouse there.
Yes.
We'll find that one as well. He's trying to pump out these wagons. He has multiple town centers here, so he has plenty of defense in the region. He's going for giant grenadiers, a mercenary heavy infantry unit. Also grenade troop. Don't know how they're grenade troops. Maybe good siege damage. Yep, they have excellent siege damage. These guys have 36 damage, 2 AoE, as well as good melee attack, but not really good multipliers against cavalry. Just decent multipliers. Need to put equip their guns and fire a nice volley there.
Yeah, hello. Yes.
The giant grenadiers, the giant Grant grenadiers are always pretty nice to deploy on the field. Japanese players probably age up as well. Daimyo just made one fall back. Naginata Riders could try to find another opportunity to get some stuff done. Does take another villager there. Japanese players have 51 villagers. US players at 40. He does have triple town centers, so he can easily recover if he has the food income, because right now he does not. Yeah, the Japanese players now age up to the Golden Pavilion, which will I need to click on it directly, see what his age up will be like. Because I don't know this one top of my head. In age 4, which will give him 10 Yumi archers, is not too particularly great. Also gives him configurable bonuses, which is the key aspect of that structure. He's also going for Japanese isolationism. This player has a number of these frontier outposts as well as the block houses, so he has a good amount of various defense. And good number of towns as well. He should be able to stabilize quite easily. He does need a lot more villagers and food income to get the villager queues going. Bring in the coal mines, which are times 2,000 coin deposit coal mines that do collect up twice the rate. Arsenal there does bring some more cherry orchards. This one's about ready to be consumed. It was quite delicious.
Hello.
Villager spots the daimyo. Lady does get sliced apart. Got more Naganatas before because we get hits there on these villagers who needs to get inside the blockhouse. There's the giant grenadiers before. They need to pull out their gun.
Yes.
There's a group of Marines here. Red Marines ready. It's a volley there. Of course, since these guys are very much in the Lancer effect, they will get ripped apart quite quickly. Giant Grenadiers are still just in melee mode, not embracing the Second Amendment. I suppose swords are still Second Amendment. After all, the most lethal weapon in human history is the spear. You could also try the House of Fanar over here. Probably doesn't really need it, but could perhaps just get the Greek Revolution queued on up. Carbon cavalry now being established, which should be a good counter to all those units. We also have now the military rickshaw being shipped in for consulate. Lots of research being brought in by the Japanese player, as well as Yumi archers. Yes, of course, this age up Golden Pavilion's increasing range attack at the moment. Red's villagers migrating down south. We've got a number of honored Yumi. I don't know why. It's been a while since last seen Japanese player actually get to industrial age. So it's been a while since last seen the honored Yumi. Most times, just see Japanese try to play and win in age 2. No later than age 3. You rarely ever see age 4 Japanese. Also, there's a little bit buggy terrain there. The texture sort of got spread out. Yeah, we'll just call that ivy to climb up on. One villager does get stabbed to death. Empo reforms. More villagers. We got now also silversmith being researched. Which actually should make these coal mines last longer. I'm assuming that also affects coal. Never really tried that interaction out. Going for some sharpshooters. More villagers for red. Got 59 versus 57. This player will surpass one shortly. So of course, there's a good number of those shrines on the field. 20 out of 20, so that's a good amount of income there. Providing a nice amount of wood. No, I should have really thought about that before saying that. US player may want to start eyeing towards age up. And there's no reason why not to go for Virginia Pan immediately. If I were to slow down and talk about this, you spend 1 shipment to get 2 shipments. These plus 2 shipments does not increase. I suppose the shipment itself will, of course, increase the queuing a shipment in to get will increase the amount of experience you need for the next shipment. So you could just save this on for later. But overall, I think it's better just go for that immediately. Though if you're going for Fast Fortress, it could be a good idea to hold off on it. Got a good number of carbon cavalry now being employed in the field. The US player has army 156 versus the 336. He also has a good amount of export. He's not gotten the red seal ship. I have no idea what the conversion rate is. Are you coin for a less amount of export? He also has a good number of military shipments here as well. So as this next conflict starts igniting, he can start bringing a large number of military shipment reinforcements. He will spot this circle formation of villagers. Carbon cavalry straight forward. Number of light cavalrymen here. Yumi archers are good against the light cavalry as well. Structure is firing away. Yumi archers right now have 32 damage, 18 range versus sharpshooters 18 damage, 22 range. So right now the honored Yumi are very, very powerful. Now there's Way the Bow. We'll increase the range of these Yumi archers by 2, so putting up the 20 range. Right now Yumi archers is very good. They have a lot less anti-heavy multipliers. Their anti-light multipliers still standard. Sharpshooters more of a counter unit with extra range, which is nice and all. But he is not fighting against a good amount of heavy cavalry. But the anti-light cavalry damage is improved as well. Bushido principle is now being researched. He has deployed out the trading posts here, so now you'll get the big buttons queued on up. And he deployed out all of his export. He's going for a shinobi, which are light infantry. Naginata riders charging way forward. They're going to be excellent against these sharpshooters, like the Marines. Marines getting ripped apart here. This player's now bringing his Virginia plan. He's also going for the range cavalry cavalcade. Yumi archers on high ground. They're very well statted. They're at 175 health right now versus 115, so they even have higher health. Archers gains good damage there, slowly winning out the fight. Able to withstand a lot more fire and dish out a lot more damage. Yeah, they're basically almost twice as good as these sharpshooters right now. More Naginata riders being shipped on in, as well as more of the shinobi. More sharpshooters and carbon cavalry for the US player. He can bring some more militia. Right now, the US player is just getting overran. He has a good amount of defenses here. Don't know if that'll make a difference. Probably won't. There's a lot of stuff here. You know, none of them are really siege units. There's just a lot here. Though I suppose Naginatas do have decent siege damage right now, 37. Yumi archers right now at 15. Not too great. But he has been shipping out the mortars for them. That's all the siege he probably requires. Blockhouse does go down. He also has more experience being obtained. He also has a good amount of resources. Maybe a good idea to go to the red seal ship right now. His coin income is actually very high. More Yumi archers being deployed on in. Let's look at the Kentucky Hunters here. So we've got some owl hoots. Naginata Rider is able to rip apart all the light cavalry, no problem. He just simply does not have enough carbon cavalry to stop the Naginata Riders. He's also taking time to collect the berries, and most of the US player does back of the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching. On to the next replay.